It's always too late. Yay! I took the banner down, by the way. You hadn't yet, so.
I did, and I watched you turn it on and back off.
I only clicked it once.
I saw it turn on and back off.
Whatever.
Why do you gotta argue with me? All the time. Welcome! I decided to come out. I apologize. Of course, we start out.
Skip Edwards. Hello.
What's
Hello,
up,
Mr. Warren.
What's up, Warren? So, I already started because we weren't sure if we were going to do an Into the Forge or not. So I unfortunately had a very rough night's sleep. I feel like I'm behind, but I mean, when don't I feel like I'm behind on these things? So I've already gotten started on this mask a little bit more.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not a behind.
Your puns are terrible when you're tired.
Thank you.
So this is where we are currently. Was going through and cleaning up some of the lines so you can get, if you look close, you can see how some of them up top are a little bit more sharp and the ones down bottom are very much undefined. But this is...
Thanks, Johnny. You're all heart.
This paint, so the reason that I'm using the paint that I'm using is twofold. I've got this FX specifically branded for cosplay bullshit. But the good thing about it is it's flexible acrylic paint, and it makes it really forgiving when you do it on, like, if you're gonna paint something like latex, this will bend with it because it has, I'm pretty sure it has a little bit of latex in it. But it doesn't peel, it doesn't crack, it doesn't flake off, which if you ever buy this absolute garbage, this stuff will crack, flake, whatever, even if it's not on something that moves. So if you put it on a canvas, this will still crack off. Don't ever buy this brand specifically. This is more if you're doing crafts with kids, and you've got to pay attention when you go into Michael's, because you will be sitting here with deco art, you'll be sitting here with Apple Barrel, like good cheaper brands, and this will just show up out of nowhere and you won't even realize that you've crossed over into Crossmart area, because they've got a couple different designs. One of them is this, the other one is far less obvious, like you gotta you gotta look more, but they all do the same thing. They're all cheaper, they all crack. And if you do end up finding that you have a bunch of that stuff, the other thing that I can tell you is get yourself some Liquitex medium and mix them, because this will help keep that from cracking. But I'm using a latex mask, so I'm not trying to deal with anything like that today.
You know what? I've got a thing for that.
What is... Nope. Ooh, almost got me.
What is what?
I was going to say, what is your thing?
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit!
That is what we call accurate. So, let me bring my other camera so you guys can see. So this is...
Leg.
It does this. I know, leg. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if you guys can tell, maybe a little bit better on this camera, but it's still a little patchy in a couple of areas. I'm going to. I have to do the other half of this mask. When I do the other half of this mask, Then I can spend time going back and making this super solid without brush strokes. But
I have an idea.
otherwise, I can only show half of my face the whole stream.
Just fold it in half, press the wet paint side to the dry side, and then it'll be perfectly mirrored.
This is why Slide doesn't do this.
So I have a new video. It's 16 seconds long.
Oh gosh.
16 seconds.
Get on with your
Shae, you've heard this. Get ready.
Sure I have.
Get ready.
Head turn and cough, you must. Again, you must cough. Almost there I am.
I can't.
There we go.
I didn't know what she meant by prepare, but now I get it. Prepare was don't start painting, is what prepare was.
What the hell is going on your computer that we can clearly see?
I am bringing up the chat that I did not have up.
Ah. Do you have our stream in a tab?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stream. Chat.
It's
You
crazy.
guys are seeing everything backwards, though. The internet is weird, Johnny. I agree. What's up, Miss Rena? We got Miss Rena coming on later tonight at 8. It's gonna be so good. I'm super excited. But I gotta get through this cosplay first, and then I can spend a couple hours getting ready for Miss Rena's cosplay.
Yes. Now, I do have some disappointing news. I have told Shae this. I haven't told anyone else this. Now, Miss Rena, you were on another stream promoting your book, and I dropped in the chat, and I mentioned that I was going to try to cosplay one version of your character. After the abysmal fucking night I had trying to sleep, and the, we'll say roughly 3 hours of sleep I've gotten, I do not have it in me to do all the things that I need to do to not only dress presentably, but to also cosplay at the same time. So I will say this as an olive branch: if we can get you back on, maybe when you're in demand or something like that, I will roll the dice then.
Past Master Dan, don't you shame me, because this is all paint, and and then there's my wig head covered in, I know this is bad, and there's alcohol that I forgot I had. I look over, I'm like, oh, those margaritas. We don't need these. These can.
Mm-hmm. You've made a clean spot.
I did accidentally.
Febreze.
Yeah.
Is that a metallic? Is that a metallic armband over there? Past the gross
the
blue
pocket?
cup. Yeah.
Yeah. So the pocket is those are the ones that I wore. Was it last week, or it was a couple weeks ago for Odin?
What's that cellophane ball?
That's my wig head covered in cellophane because I was building on it.
Oh.
With foam, and I don't want it to ruin that expensive ass fucking wig head that won't sit up. Oh shit. Well, fine.
Everyone, you may shame Shae, however, she will not give a shit, and neither will I.
So here's the thing. I have we do so many streams and so many cosplays, and there's so much stuff that I try to do in a week in so little time that everything just, like, half of the cosplays are over there. I got cosplays hanging off my easel. I have masks galore. If anybody ever wants to really make Shae feel very happy, if you have any solutions for how to store multiple masks, let me know, because I'm about to start. I think over there I could put some masks on that wall. I have so many masks. It's insane.
Wow,
Oh,
people
not the
coming
hard
out of the woodwork that we usually don't have on.
Right, what's up? What is up, Earth? How you doing through the fog? We have Fanta. Gosh, look at all you guys. Love you guys.
See, it's the midday streams. We never do them.
I know. Because I'm always doing this shit midday.
It's almost like if we did like gaming streams. I'm kidding. No, I can't bust your balls like that. We had a long talk about gaming streams last night.
Yes, we did.
Damn, like I'm in trouble. Here's the finger. Shae's mic is too quiet. Size volume is perfect.
It's because the mic is in the way. Sorry, I've moved it so it's closer. Now let's just hope I don't paint my mic that I have done before. Just a little bit of gold, it was fine. Just added some class.
Wow, Eric. Yes. An LGBT Chinese dynasty. That is correct. It's very appropriate of you. I saw her lips move, but no sound that time. I heard her perfectly. Drugs are bad. Your sound is perfect, babe.
Yep, I was checking. I was just making sure I was on stereo audio and that my Yeti was selected and all that fun stuff, because StreamYard likes to change its mind sometimes.
That is correct, Eric. It is indeed a Reaper Destroyer mask. Is anyone other than Silver having an issue hearing either of us? There, I think I left that wide open enough. You okay?
Yeah, just symmetry sucks, okay? Symmetry, hand-painted symmetry fucking sucks so much. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get this at least close. And this side that I'm currently painting is going to be patchier, and it's going to look less sharp and a little bit fatter, because I'm gonna have to go in with fine line black after. So yeah. Why is my brain not figuring out this angle? This is like what takes so long with all of these, is just trying to figure out how to reverse an angle that I've already done.
There is no justice for Guapo. Your volume sounds amazing, so.
Okay. Yeah, as long as there's no.
Your volume is 150% in StreamYard, so.
Yeah.
That is indeed correct, Skip. Good catch.
Yeah, Sai did not sleep, so Sai's energy is almost non-existent.
I mean, if anyone has like a Johnny Depp box of cocaine, it would not go amiss.
Johnny Depp doesn't have a Johnny Depp box of cocaine.
Yes. If anyone has an Amber Heard staged table of cocaine, that would be lovely. Yes, coming off drugs is bad. Hey, people used to drink cocaine, so.
You know what I just remembered?
That cocaine is good?
No.
Oh, God, no. Yes, that is a problem. Oh, yeah, the low-grade porn.
This is called Feeding the Ducks. What the hell, StreamYard?
What's the outer space one?
That's what I was just playing.
Oh, my God.
Or you could do the other thing and go on Epidemic Sound and find something that doesn't suck.
What's acoustic cinematic? No, this just sounds like new age hippie shit. Hold on. You know, we've been experimenting with having background music for our streams for a while now, and I downloaded some stuff. Let me find it. Because this is DRM free stuff. It's from a service called Stream Beats.
Oh, right.
I agree. Yes, knowing the length of the songs would help. I wonder if I could pump these through my OBS. I could, but then I'd have to... No, I couldn't. Because it would all come through as desktop audio, which means that if you talked, it would kill us all. I thought Shae froze, but then she blinked. Yeah.
Yeah, this is extreme concentration.
Good morning, Gordon. Don't worry, there will be no racial dispersions on this show. And hello, Lothar.
Oh my gosh, not into your mic.
It's
Holy
not my fault.
shit. It is. You could move away from your microphone. You could mute. You can control this.
You're so mean.
You're so fucking loud.
I just set up 3 streams.
You say to the person hand painting your Reaper Destroyer mask.
Oh. A horror comic called Crimson Cage. It has wrestling, gore, demons, and more gore. Okay. Gordon, I'm sorry that yawning is toxic. Past Master Dan is now yawning himself.
Yeah.
Silver is passing out coffee to everyone but me.
Where is one of your 5,000 NOS cans? Like, go.
On a shelf next to me.
Well, then I guess
Refrigerated.
A
Award one. Yep.
A warm one. You started talking about it.
I'm sorry, it confused you.
I love you.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Drink it. All caps. Drink it.
Agreed. Okay, so...
I'm just going to throw this out there, guys. If you want me to drink a hot fucking Nas,
It's not hot. It is room temperature. Calm your tits.
there is a tip link down in the fucking description. Shae, never interrupt my shilling,
Or what?
or I will sock you in the boob with my face.
That sounds like something that you're gonna do anyway, so...
I mean, you're not wrong.
Are you gonna play some fucking music?
No? Alright. I'll fucking find it. Oh my god.
Until you find it, I need something, because it's just fucking silent listening to you groan.
Oh. Alright. Log in.
Tranny who's smoked 200 packs a day.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. So, beats or electronica and dance?
This rock is so bad.
The first song in Beats is Them.
Oh, it's like they knew you were coming.
Can I just... How do you just tell it to play everything on your fucking screen?
I don't know that you can. You know what? We're definitely gonna have to do this for next week's stream too.
What's that?
Because next week I am taking this nightmare fuel and turning it into King Cryptid.
Ew.
So
1 second.
yeah, for anyone who
I need to share.
I like everyone's like all hit the play button. Taco music.
Yeah, that should work. Is this too loud?
I don't think so. What, chat, what do you think? Do you feel like it's too
It's loud as fuck in my ears.
Well, then turn it down a little.
The problem is I have to go back and control this over time because mixed in with this is like just ambient fucking like city noise.
Sound.
Yeah.
Eric, I don't believe. I don't think we're launching Pete.
Pete, who for what?
Samedi. We're not. I don't think we're launching him. I'm pretty sure he's launching on his channel, but he's supposed to be coming on Red Valkyrie Saturday at 8. I think he's launching midweek though. Or maybe he might be launching the 27th. Shit, when is he launching? I know I checked it and he's supposed to be launching before us, so.
Hey Shae.
Huh.
On your end, are you able to scroll to the last comment? Because I can see Warren wrote something, but then there's that fucking message in the way that says you can't post comments to some destinations because you can't post comments to I mean, yeah, I can see that there's something there and I can click on it, but there is nothing about that I can read except for the top half of Warren's name and part of the timestamp.
StreamYard has done that a couple of times for me on like Dice Games and Dudes. Normally is when it does it for me, but I don't remember if it fixes itself or if you have to do something. Well, that was not where that dot was supposed to be. Goodness, this black paint covers so well.
All right, I'm skipping over Gaze of the Void.
Fair.
This is them. Apparently, it is an Asian them. That's kind of trippy. Taking it a little. Oh, we just went to the middle fucking east. Where's Amgolg?
That's horrible.
Yeah, that really.
Who is good? Oh, that's Mr. Dan. I love the Who. I'm sorry. I love Who, not the Who. I mean, the Who's okay. So this side is gonna take a lot more repairing with that black, but that's okay. First, we gotta get the red.
Yeah,
to be a little bit more solid.
that was all this.
I like how the music stays even when you...
It's an Asian tactical squad. infiltrating. Good morning, replicant.
Yahoo does have copyright. You can't play them. They are very good though. I like how they do the throat singing and incorporate it in such a cool way.
Roquefort is launching Groken 2 next month. Well, tell him to hit us up.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna hit him up because it's Roquefort and he forgot, so.
Alright, I'm just gonna decide on a way to say his fucking name, and then I'm never looking back. I just want you to know that. Ever heard of Generation spelled incorrectly Peru? I have not. Am I in Middle Eastern? Is that what this is?
Sounds like it. Was that a... sounded like an animal.
Probably.
So, just so everybody knows, like, to get it this solid like I did on this side, this is about 4 coats, and this is 2. So, we're getting there. It's just gonna take a minute. It doesn't help that my hand is deciding to, like, do its own thing. I'm like, do a straight line. It's like, I'm like, that. It's not straight. It's not
Yeah, that's not it.
That's not how we do that. Oh, and the biggest reason, just to throw this out there, the biggest reason why I've done so many coats of red is because the initial idea was I would put down white first, and then I would go over it with the red so the red would pop and be bright and I wouldn't have to use as much. But the problem is I don't have the FX flexible paint in white, and I don't want to risk, like, I'm fairly certain my gesso would be fine, but I didn't want to risk mixing and having one of them crack. So I just decided I would do more.
So, Shae, I'm about to leave here, and you aren't able to control the music. So, if you need to, there's a pause button on that window in the backstage. And I'm going to go throw an energy drink in the freezer, which should make it palatable in 30 minutes. So, I will be back.
Yeah, and Gordon Goodbrother says it's not crooked, it's flare. It'll be straighter when I go back and fix the lines, because the paintbrush I'm using for the red is a little fatter and doesn't have as good of a point as what I've been using to fix on the black. So really it's just I'm trying to lay down as much color as I can, and then I go in and fix all the fine detail because it's just easier. Eye sockets are such a pain. Yeah, and this is definitely a latex mask. It smells just like when you have those fucking gloves on. And after painting it yesterday, like trying it on and then painting it and all of that, like my hands just reeked of latex. So this is gonna be fun to wear for an hour and sweat in. Whatever. But it'll also be easy to clean, so there's that. And I was toying with the idea of painting, so like it's got this mesh in the eyes, but if you look at Reaper Destroyer, his eyes glow white, and I was toying with the idea of painting the mesh white, but I've got 2 major concerns with that. One of them being still being able to see. It's a bit of a problem, and the other one being that it might make it super stiff and crack. So we'll see what time looks like, because I've also got a hood that I have to distress. Technically, I was gonna try and paint this terrible sweater that I found for $3 at Walmart yesterday to have some red for his main part of his costume, but we'll see how far we get. The mask is the important part, so yeah, and this is definitely like this eye definitely is coming down a lot farther than this one did, but this one is already like had the point and everything cleaned up, so see, and some of these cosplays, I'm actually just CGI the eyes. That's the other thing is if I take the pictures, I might just Photoshop the eyes because then they can glow and they'll look cooler. But this is the thing that I'm wanting to do is like I want to actually get to the point where I can do decent cosplays like this instead of things that are super quick thrown together. And that's actually something that I did a little bit with Von Klaus's Terror in the Trenches, and I've got more that I want to work on for that, but I want to make them full cosplays. Same thing with Ragna. For Rini, I'm working really hard on doing a full accurate cosplay of Ragna, and then getting some decent cosplay photos of it, because it'd be cool. And I want people to realize, like, I do a lot of cosplays a week, but these ones I spend two to like maybe 6 hours on, depending on, and being able to like spend time and do a full cosplay where you spend several days worth of time working on them. Like, I want to be able to do more legitimate. Alright, you can buy alginate at the hobby store and make your own masks. Yes, so I really, really want to, and I've actually talked with 6x6 about this. The problem that I currently have is space. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little pressed for it at the moment, but in the very near future, like hopefully by the end of this year, that will be solved, and I'll be able to have like a proper, it won't be a stream area and my makeup station and my cosplay station and my workshop. It'll be one or two of those things. So but that's the idea eventually. Eric, great question. Yes he is.
Yes, he is.
The 24th? Pretty sure it's the 24th. Yep, it sure is. 24th at 7 p.m. So just before topic lists. And Johnny says gotta put content on the RV OnlyFans somehow. We get it. Yeah. That's not what I meant, but you know.
Oh, it ran out.
It literally just did.
Oh no, this is just a really quiet. Okay. Let's go to something not quiet. What was I gonna say? Hopefully the office would likely just be like a streaming area and maybe makeup. And then we would have another area for the actual creation of the cosplays so that you could have your sewing machine, etc.
Yeah,
and we just have cameras there, yeah.
Then we can start looking into doing stuff like actually making our own masks and things like that, and instead of buying and Frankensteining. But to be fair, a lot of the masks that I got have the right bones for what I'm doing. Like, this was Slender Man, right? And aside from the fact that he's got some damn cheekbones for days, like, look at, I don't know if you can see how highly raised those cheekbones are, like, Those are some cheekbones. Aside from that fact, otherwise, it's pretty much exactly what I needed for Reaper Destroyer. So it's a matter of creatively repurposing things for a lot of this. It's what a lot of cosplay is, though.
And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat. I am looking for something right now.
Can you level match your volumes? Who is too loud for you? I'm assuming it's Shae.
Yep, just let us know.
Because you sound loud to me, so maybe if we could drop your volume just a little.
Sure. There.
Okay, is that better, Gordon, or am I still way too low for you?
Well, I am at 100%. Shae is at 150%.
Yeah, so
And my
Shae,
mic,
good.
yeah, and my mic gain is now the lowest it will go. So
You do, honestly though, you sound better. 'Cause it
Really?
doesn't- Yeah, it doesn't sound so reverberatory.
is that a word?
Yeah, I don't know. It is now.
Reverbsturation.
Wow.
Reverbsturbation. Yeah.
We're right back there. We're right back there. It's like yesterday never ended.
How many did we want it to? So I know I'm opening myself up to jokes here, but you ever have like just a little hair in your mouth and you cannot fucking find it?
Oh yeah.
Hate that.
Oh my gosh, can you change this track? Because this has been the same couple of notes over and over and over again. It's driving.
It's actually almost over, but there you go.
Thank you. That whole song was just. One.
Here, how about this? I can feel it coming. God, I hate that my chat is doing this. Thank you for your restraint, Johnny.
One more coat on the incredibly wonky side of things. And then I'm gonna put it.
Good morning, Krager.
What is up, Krager? How are you, sweetheart? Alright. My fucking overhead lights are making this harder.
I feel like I'm in a Jason Bourne movie.
Right?
I have no idea what that's in response to, Eric. I think it is pillow fibers or something from my shirt. Shake the cameras. Oh, so it can be Jason Bourne. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Oh, this would have been the perfect spot too if we had known it was coming.
Yeah.
Come on, have the bass drop. Nose hairs are like camel hair. Well, thank you, Dan. Oh, hold on. I'll shake my camera.
I'm watching. Oh my gosh, your connection. Holy shit.
Okay.
Your connection is terrible.
Thank you. I swear to God, it's StreamYards. I have a 480 meg down connection, and the upload is at least 5 times what I need to stream in HD.
Yeah. I wonder if you're going through like an upgrade. So everything's kind of fucked for a second. Ah! Shit dry because I'm starting to just take paint back off.
Thank you, Gordon. It's very generous.
Lagging screensaver, yes. Alright, did that just get really loud? Or is that okay?
For you?
No, for everyone else.
The music or your voice?
My background noise. Can you hear my fan is what I'm asking.
No.
Perfect.
I have this music right in my damn ear, so...
So the other thing that I got for this Reaper Destroyer, so I got this hood, right? Show it on this camera. So I got this hood. It's got this little point to the back end, and this little bit here. This is basically what I'm going to cut into to be. To be his hood, because his hood kind of has a point and it's a little torn on the edges. You're watching an Into the Forge, so... Eric, are you being mean, or can you honestly not hear me? You're so, like, I don't ever know with you.
Is Shae still here?
Right? Okay. I have to move this out of the way before I get paint everywhere.
There you go, Shae.
Super Shae. Alright.
And hello, cheesesteak.
So, hold on. When I put this on, I think that it was,
That is true, Silver. Oh my god! Oh, okay. I thought you were going all KKK.
No, I'm trying to see how much I have to mess with.
Hello, some person. Hey, we put out a poll last night, and 2/3 of you guys said you wanted us to stream during the day today.
Yeah. Shae cannot be hella quiet. You guys are killing me. Shae is 150%.
Alright, fine. Fine.
Okay, hold on.
Shae, no, you're blowing up people's ears. Here we go.
Duh.
You're at 200%.
Oh, shit. Alright, well. We'll see. We'll see if that works.
And then you don't fucking say a word. That's brilliant.
I'm in the process of doing shit, okay? One of us has to work.
Just take your ass away. We'll just stare at the back of that head. See how you like that. There is some ambient noise on Shae's side. I think it's your computer fans though. Oh, you can hear her now? Oh, that's nice. She's gone and you can hear her now. Yeah. We should all definitely listen to Eric from now on.
Right?
You have proved yourself. The fuck does delivery appointment scheduled mean? I ordered something same day on Amazon as delivery appointment. Really? So I can count on that time is what you're saying.
I don't think that that's going to be an accurate time.
Shae, can you extend your middle finger? Thank you. Thank you, some person. Shae is a professional. Please do not try that at home.
Ha. Yeah, my desk is a disaster. So look, y'all asked for this.
Okay,
I
Gordon,
blame you.
did you even see our intro?
Oh, hold on. Do you know what that means? You know what that means?
Let me pause the music.
So yeah.
Hey, Shae,
Yes.
where did we put the original of that file? Thank you, Passmaster.
I don't know. Currently trying not to.
Yes,
put my-
Mr. Zaid. That is Pedro.
Mhm.
You're kind, never on time. Yes, Eric, she's executing people who can't hear her.
Yes. Funny thing is, this is a monk costume.
That sounded lovely.
Well, sometimes to get it to look like it's ripped, you gotta rip it.
I found it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Go figure, it's in commissioned video.
Go figure, it's in a place that would make sense.
Yes, but it's in commissioned art, commissioned video. So, okay.
Hey, videography is still an art form.
Your face is an art form.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's like distressing jeans right now.
You need to go down here. There we go.
Oh, so it'll just play in the background.
Yep.
Nice.
I thought that was Shae's shirt as their cyber boobs enlarged. And you throw enough money at it, and it definitely could be. You should put googly eyes on the mask.
No. No. It's far too much painting to do that. Maybe when it's hanging up in the corner. After the stream.
Breasts of Justice. That is our third comic project. The first one is the one with Mike. The second one is Laserhand.
I know, I was trying, for some reason I was going to say fourth. I thought that there's, aside from, I mean, there's my anthology, but that's different. And who knows when that's actually going to happen, so.
Which one, Laserhand or Breasts of Justice?
My horror anthology, thank you for paying attention.
I could not hear you. Literally over the sound. I think it's decreasing the sound as it pumps into StreamYard. So you hear it at a lower volume than I do. This is very dreamy.
Yeah, that's not good for you.
Did we see your question last stream? Do you ever get spooked by your old masks and materials in the middle of the night? So I highlighted it. Shae didn't see it, but I can tell you the answer is no, because Shae's office is completely separate and apart from her bedroom. Hers is a master bedroom, so her bathroom is attached. She does not have to pass anything other than the other parts of her bedroom to get to her bathroom.
That being said, I have sat in here like watching a movie because I've got a giant TV up here. So I've sat in here watching a movie with the lights off and everything and kind of forgotten, looked over and been like, that's not concerning at all. Just like, it's a skeleton face staring back at me.
See, Silver says, I heard horror anthology mumble mumble.
I said I don't know when, if ever, my horror anthology will come to fruition. That's what I said.
You know what I think? I think it will happen when it's supposed to happen. I think that rushing it would be a mistake. And I think never doing it would also be a mistake. So,
well, we will see. I've got a lot of good stories. I feel like I don't have enough currently mapped out to do anything with.
Well, cosplay is an art form. Wow, look at how smooth that video is playing in the background.
Oh my gosh. Your StreamYard is not happy with you today.
I think it's OBS. I think it's just... So I have a 3070 video card, so it's not the video card. I think... Let me look at my resources, my performance, and see what is pegging out. So the 3D section... Oh, that's my GPU. Okay. So my CPU is at 18%. My memory is at 60%. My RAM. And my video card's at literally 17% right now. Yeah, I think I need to just devote more resources to OBS because my computer has it, but muttering is adorable. Save a spot for me in that bad boy. Don't rush it. Don't rush, though. Gordon, it is going to be a solo horror anthology, which was your second question.
But what I will say, there is a horror zine being put together by Kayla and Spencer. So if you're interested, you absolutely should. That's actually one of the places I was going to try and write up 1 or 2 of my stories to get a feel for how the community kind of takes to them. But yeah, and the deadline for that, I want to say, is July 15th, but you need to double check. But yeah, absolutely would recommend trying to get something together for that, because that would be really cool. All right, let's see how we're doing on this paint.
I'm gonna hide my camera for a second and restart OBS.
Alrighty. Alright. So
I don't know if you saw this from Gordon.
ooh, nice. Yep. That I want to do some of the, like, I've got a nightmare. That was an actual nightmare that I had that Luke helped me remember. Sai's most likely going to be editing it, yeah, because Sai. We'll see if we think we need another editor, then it'll be Sai and someone, but it's probably just going to be Sai.
Sai's an alright editor.
Sai is a very detail-oriented editor.
I would agree.
So if I have any inconsistencies, the likelihood that Sai will catch them is pretty good. But if at any time, because we do always say don't have your friends or your significant others edit for you because they don't know how to be honest, and they have a tendency to already know the story. Sai kind of knows some of the stories, but for the most part, not really.
Yeah, not at all.
Not really. Like we haven't talked about it, and I've been careful to try to not talk about it because I want Sai to see it with fresh eyes. So they know that I've got ideas. They know basics of what I want, like the one I want to work on, that deals with the space in between, like light and dark and all of that. They know small details, but they don't know anything that's actually in the story.
No, Gordon, she's hiring artists. Different artists to do
Yes.
different parts of the project.
Yep. I will do some if I feel that I can do them justice, but a lot of these I'm not at the skill level for it to be done the proper justice with my artistic ability, so I want to hire artists that can help sell it for me, because I basically don't want to sell a book because, hi, I'm Shae on the internet and I do YouTube stuff and you guys should buy it and feel bad for me. Like, I don't want pity back. I want people to back it because they really are interested in it and they like the art that they see, and I don't think that those things would ring true if it was just me.
Shae, I'm going to interview you. Do you feel that there is any chance at all that someone would just pity back it?
Yeah. I think that
Really?
I think there's always a little bit of that, yeah. Because
That
there's
is
always going to be
interesting to
people
me.
who want to help out a creator. So, if there's people that like you well enough and they want to help you out, they'll back things that they don't necessarily like or care about or know anything about. So I think that there's always a little bit of that. I think that being a female on the internet that I don't have like the talent and experience that like Rainey has or Raven has yet, because I'm still working on it, and that's not disparaging me or anything, but that's saying like if I did an entire book and I did all the art and I did all the writing in it, I would either have a very, very low funding, or if I had a high funding, it feels like it would be because a lot of people wanted to be encouraging, not because it seemed like it was super, super well done. And I don't want that feeling at all. So I'm making sure that I find the right artists for the right pieces to put in. And if I make something that I think is good enough for one of the stories that I'm telling, then I'll put it in. But if I'm not going to put in my art or my stuff for a piece that I did simply because I did it, and therefore it should be in the book, because I don't agree with that. It's true. So okay. So Past Mr. Dan, thank you. I very much appreciate it. It's not saying that I'm not good or that I'm not getting better. It's saying that there are certain limitations that I know that I have. I know that I have certain limitations, and I don't want to get so egotistical that it's my project and my stuff and mine, that I undercut what something could be, at least in my head, for keeping it all my stuff. Like that seems silly. Like, if I know good artists who could do a good job with it, then I would rather bring them in and have them do that job, because there's things that other people can't, that they can do that I can't, and things I can do that they can't. Yeah, I agree, Gordon. I think I would appreciate anyone backing for any reason whatsoever, but I just don't want to feel that, like, thoughtiness where it's like, oh, girl on the internet, look at her do so good. Oh, we'll just
head pats.
Like, exactly. Like, if you back it, I want you to back it because it's interesting to you. I want you to back it because I've already talked with Rini, and I want her to take one of my poems. She's gonna do like a grand reveal of a story. Like, it's super crucial the way that it needs to be drawn, and she's going to be the one to do it, and it's probably going to span over 4 pages, and if it's like I'm hoping it'll be, it's going to end up being like fucking breathtaking, you know?
By the way, check out the video playback now.
There you go. That definitely fixed it.
In Virtual Cam, I added a frame buffer of 30 frames so it would have time to render this shit before it spit it out. Okay. I doubled the bitrate, doubled the frame rate.
See, and I agree with what Eric said. He said, you will never be good enough for yourself, just do it. And you can't control why people back. I know, I fully understand that, and I understand that no matter what, there's always going to be maybe people back because they want to support me even though they don't like something, and that's fine. The bigger thing is, if I'm gonna make a project, I want it to be true to what my vision for it is, and I know that my art being the only thing in it would not be true to that vision. Like, I don't do sequential art very well at all. And there's a few things that I need sequential art for, so.
I do sequential stick figures.
Yeah, don't back me just because I could kick your ass. I mean, that can be part of it.
I mean, it is a selling point, but it should not be the basis of your decision.
It shouldn't be the selling point. It should just be the cherry on top. No. No, anyone who would back, I would be appreciative of course. I want to create something that I'm proud of, and not something that I look at and go, this should have been handled differently, you know? So, but I am working to get my own stuff in it. That is for sure. I'm working to get stuff that I like good enough to be in it. Oh my gosh, it's already...
It's only 1:10.
Because so for anyone who doesn't know, we give ourselves like a 2-hour buffer to get into cosplay. What that does sometimes when I'm working on stuff is tell me that at 2 o'clock I have to be ready to go. So I just had a mini panic attack because I was like, it's just 1:10. I'm like, fuck, there's no way. I'm good. Oh my gosh, that was such a stupid heart attack to have. Oh, I just thought of a good way to explain this, right? Okay. I am still learning how to do form in multiple positions, like body and faces and stuff like that in multiple positions and you know, whatever, and have them still look right. And I'm struggling to get the basics to look right. Like I paint a woman and then I look at her and I'm like, she has dead eyes. Like why does she look so fucking like sticker eyed? And so I'm working on that, and that is probably a couple years down the line for me to really have a character look right. And I also have not been dedicating anywhere near enough time. So I need to work on dedicating more time to art and form study, and then maybe I will have stuff that is decent enough to put in a book. But right now, my anthology is likely to have a plethora of artists involved because they can do the form justice where I'm still learning. That already looks better. It'll also be different too once I'm when I'm retired and maybe I don't know, because I have to get better before I retire if I'm gonna do this for a living. Pressure. All right, I'm looking at.
It's funny, we have two.
Graham Nolan, yeah. Sorry.
We have two competing tweets out right now, one for our 4 o'clock show and one for what we're doing right now, and I'm just watching the likes bounce back and forth on each of them.
Yeah, look at how much better this side is looking and how much closer to the other. So this is the one that we did first and got all nice and sharp, and then this is the one that we're currently getting sharp.
Did you read this?
I have not heard of that. It sounds interesting, though.
Yeah, this music doesn't.
This music sucks. See, and that, so here's the thing is right now, I need to save up money and get a new drawing pad because the one that I have is many, many years old, Surface Pro, and it is constantly like, I try to do anything at like 300 DPI or up, and it has a heart attack. So
solid.
Yeah. So I need to upgrade my materials a bit. I also, I need to practice. That's the problem. I try to practice on the digital, and the problem that I have is every time, like, I'll draw a line and then I have to pick up my pen and wait for the line to show.
And then it'll show as a dotted line.
Yep, and then it'll skip or it won't go where I need it to. And you know, if you're trying to draw anything, that doesn't work. So that's why I've been going a lot more towards the physical. Is I'm better at it because my brain understands it more and I have more practice with it. And B, I need to upgrade my digital shit in order for me to do that. But once I do that, and I can start messing with things like Procreate, or actually use Clip Studio like it's supposed to be used, because right now that ain't hacking it. Then I can do
Crack it.
Then I can do better drawings and probably make better progress. But until then, this is where we are.
Good afternoon, Michael T.
What's up, Mike T? Can I just say, this is the best thing in the world because I can just tuck it under my arm and hold it where I need it. It's so nice.
So, thank you to the 2 people who were subscribers at the start of this stream who no longer are. We appreciate you giving us a shot.
Sorry, this isn't your jam. This is one of many that we do, but hey, shit happens. There's probably people that came over because they thought we did, because Tug recommended and they thought we did something that had to do anything to do with, Johnny Depp Amber Heard or whatever. No, we do this stuff. Sorry. You know what's fun about the into the into the Forge streams? They always end up as AMAs.
True.
I like it though. I think it's fun.
2.3% of people have come here from notifications, so that's good. Oi.
Oh, I love when I go back over with the base paint and it cleans up the line to be this nice sharp point. Yes. So hot. Thanks, Michael T. Have a wonderful time at work. We appreciate you stopping by. Oof.
Yeah.
Trying to breathe through this line. You know what? We're gonna have to do one of these where I paint up that bike from my brain just died. I can't remember the bike model that we have.
Okay.
Seriously, you don't remember either?
The bike model that we have? Oh, you mean Star Circuit?
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a model.
How is that not a model?
It's a resin dealy thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So I just found YouTube's live dashboard. Mm-hmm. It shows you a lot of shit. Shows me how many likes we currently have without looking. Shows me we've made nothing off of this. Yay. No new members have signed up. People are watching for an average of 11 minutes and 16 seconds.
Okay. get it. I'm painting the same thing over and over, and it's probably boring for some, and I'm sorry.
The stream health is excellent.
Alright, let's clean up this fucking jawline now that the face is looking pretty okay. Except for these ridged paint lines that I left because I'm a fucking dumbass and forgot to blend them out. Alright. Pterodactyl in the background.
Indeed.
He is such a grumpy little shit today. Oh, okay.
Okay, I have had my fun in the live dashboard.
You know what? Hats off to people like Kami Cosplay who
No, it doesn't.
shit.
Hats off to who built what.
Kami Cosplay who builds this shit with the camera on the whole time, because I'm like I just had to put this fucking a head in my lap so I could get to this jaw. And
So what you're saying is that you have a head between your thighs.
I do, and they end up building stuff like directly so you all can see it, and that's really hard to do.
Don't forget the nos. Yes, thank you, Gordon. I appreciate that.
Oh, very good.
I haven't forgotten. It's been
I did.
It's been 37 minutes. I'm letting it get extra cold because I have a Mountain Dew sitting next to me in my like cooling sleeve that I haven't even bothered to open yet, and I'm doing pretty okay without having had caffeine in the last 37 minutes. So.
I think the bigger concern is don't let it explode.
It won't. I've left them in there for hours and they won't. The biggest risk you run is the
Going flat.
no, the shock of taking it from the extremely cold environment to room temperature. So if you move it from the freezer to the fridge, it won't explode. It'll just be flat. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, Silver. Life goals. Shae, I'm going to mute and be right back.
It would be better if this bitch underneath was like a normal sized head, but she's tiny. Alright, so let's fix this shit because it's pissing me off really bad. actually thinking that I need to take these. The technique, don't spoil the illusion. I need to take these into the Forge videos and cut them up and put them on TikTok and see if that helps visibility at all. Just so you know, you're muted.
I know. I was doing that while I was opening my drink and things. So I did not blast everyone's eardrums. I have now been convinced that I need to cook once the stream is done. But before our next one is close. There will be taco.
Or you can go now, because...
No,
I don't
no.
know how long this is going to be.
If it's not over in the next hour, I will go do it. And that still leaves me an hour and a half to perform a task that takes 30 to 40 minutes, tops. So that would leave me time to cook and eat. Yeah. Yes, Taco-licious. She could wrap tape around her head. Oh.
Yeah, to make a Shae head molds. I've thought of that.
We have thought of that.
One day it'll happen.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do by yourself, which is why it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, so many things that we both want to do will be made so much easier when we're in the same room.
Yeah. Until then, it's going to be a little trickier.
Hello, Mr. D. How long can one go without sleep before one would hallucinate asking for a friend? I think it's around 3. It's somewhere between 3 and 5 days. Let me look. No sleep, hallucinate.
Oh, you know, to Silver's suggestion, what I am likely going to do with one of these wig heads that I have, one of these like plastic ones, is I'll probably end up covering one in express foam and then carving it down to my head size.
I'm trying to think of how else you could do this.
Well, if I did it with express foam, then I could put needles, like pins into it, and use it as an actual wig head.
I think when they do face molds, they have to use straws up the nose. I don't think you can do it with any kind of an expression on your mouth, so I don't think a snorkel or anything like that would work.
Well, and with my my breathing issues, I don't know how long it would work.
No, I'm just trying to think of something that would instantly take an impression, that you wouldn't need to sit there and have your face in it.
While it hardened.
It would almost have to be some kind of foam, something that could compress and then hold its shape while it dried. But yeah, Shae and I have talked about, because she's in the more, I don't want to say artistic. Shae's in the more artistic side of cosplay and fabricating masks and stuff like that. I want to get into fabricating electronics and appliances. So molds are definitely going to be something in the future. Yeah, that's true. Some person. I'm sure as the technology advances, you could just 3D map your face.
Oh yeah.
Shoot a few laser grids at it, and then get a 360 of your head. And I'm sure that there are places you could go to have that done. I know that they do that. They do that kind of imaging for various things, including mocap.
It's just pricey, so.
It's already there. You just... Sorry. Let me drink this. I opened it, but have not sipped. Can you see this finger?
Nope, sure can't.
That looks badass. I swear to God, you look like a Mexican wrestler. I don't think she can hear us at all right now. So,
Entirely.
damn it.
Trying to find something. Oh, it's right here.
How can you hear me? It doesn't even... Oh, you have one earbud in. Okay. Dude, I totally put a middle finger in the chat and it disappeared. StreamYard will not show it. That's funny. Is that the cheese tiger? Lucha Destroyer. Hugo does not sound happy. Replicant loves it.
There we go.
That's just from the lighting. Can you see? Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yep, it's just hot as fuck. Really glad I spent so much time on those that you can't even see.
What?
Great.
The ones on top?
It's fine.
You're a completionist.
I am. Okay. Oh. Oh, so warm. It is so hot in there. But yeah, I think that'll do. I think that'll work well. Put it back.
Weren't you the one who was saying that you were concerned that we weren't going to be able to do this in time for
I'm
blah
not
blah?
done. I'm done with the mask. I'm not done with everything else.
There's more?
Yes.
That's crazy. I don't know how, but I got reminded to download the Reaper Destroyer trailer. 60 megs. That is a lot of trailer. It's 2 minutes and 2 seconds long. Shae, remind me to ask about the copyright status of this video.
Now I can play a Batman villain. I know, right?
And Black Rhapsody does not have a trailer, just so you know.
Okay, cool. with it?
You can just pantomime one.
Oh yeah.
Solid.
Dude, this looks kind of cool. Like you see.
It does. It
from here,
does.
doesn't that look cool? Yay! So here's the funny thing: is like I said, this was a monk costume, so I have like this entire robe thing.
Things are gonna go crazy a second.
And what my goal is for this robe is to actually just turn it into his tattered cape. So I have, and the other thing is like there's a lot of characters that kind of do this aesthetic with like the tore up hood and the tore up cape. So I'm hoping that I can do this in a way that it can be used for multiple cosplays and hopefully save me a bit of money because y'all don't want to see my Amazon history. That shit's so expensive.
Right.
Trying to
Oh,
get
by the way,
some stuff.
I ordered a computer toolkit that includes like 40 different screwdriver heads. So
Awesome.
can stop looking for a Phillips around this house. Folks, I will take a look at your most recent chats in just a second. I am uploading something to StreamYard, so...
Alright, so now we're turning this gigante robe into a cape. And you know what? I actually might cut it back because it's got... Yeah, that's fair. I might actually flip this around because this side...
I think so.
This side is without a seam, whereas the back has the seam down the, like all the way down the back of it. So I think I'm just going to make, I'm basically going to cut this, like think of if you have a little kid and they're like, I want to be a superhero. And you're like, all right. And you cut a t-shirt. So you cut like the collar out and then cut the back and just let it be a cape. It's pretty much what I'm going to end up doing. And then this will go over, you know what? This isn't going to take as long as I don't even know if I can paint that thing. As painting that sweater.
I'm very glad I changed that music.
Let me just do this. Let me do this first. One thing at a time, Shae.
The trailer is uploaded.
Perfect.
I might. I think I'm gonna take booty time off my OBS rotation. Bless you.
Sorry.
You're good.
Alright. There's this. This is why I need a workshop.
Oh, that's why. It's going to be very nice to be able to stretch out, isn't it?
Yeah, to not have to do everything and hope I don't like hit keys on my keyboard while I do it. Yeah, it'll be amazing. Oh, this is so long.
Not highlighting either of those things.
Well, I was not raised to be an self-entitled little shithead, so my mom would cut up t-shirts to make a cape, and that's what I wanted.
There. Enjoy that. You guys have earned this shitty house music. God, I really need to, if someone wants to do us a huge favor, go find our wrestling match from, what's his fuck,
Breaking
6 a.m.?
Grad. Yeah, it's on Breaking Grad.
Yeah. Where we whip the shit out of Carla and Selena.
Oh.
Specifically, I don't think we need the fight so much as our entrance and our celebration at the end. Like right after the count.
Yeah.
That would be amazing if you guys can find that. Because I know we won, and I know we celebrated bigly.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'd love to be able to use it. Careful of your smoke detector, Shae.
Yep.
If that does go off, be prepared to be muted. What's it going to tell you? That would be awesome to use in any kind of future DD&D trailer, because you're dressed like a Valkyrie. And yeah, I could certainly sell that as kind of drowish. Past Master, that really depends on the quality of popcorn you buy, I have noticed. For instance, the Smart Food bags of already popped popcorn have very little. Microwave popcorn typically isn't that bad.
I like air pop.
Yeah.
Air
I had
pop
one of
is
those.
fun.
Yeah.
You have one too. You just don't ever use it.
I do.
You have one that's the microwave one.
Oh, right. The big globe that I keep looking at and wondering what it is, and then I remember, and then I forget again. Yeah.
Yeah. So happy I got that for you for your birthday.
Me too. Hashtag me too. Pound me too. That's not really an air popper, though, is it? I mean,
it's the same kind of idea because it's the heat getting. So the only difference is the air popper is literally hot air being blown in, and what you've got is containing heat to pop it. So it's really very, very close to the same thing.
It's vaguely similar.
Wow.
That's
Oh my
awesome,
gosh,
Gordon.
This fabric is so strong. Strong, painful fabric.
Shae, have you ever had stove popped? And I don't mean the shit in the foil.
Yes, I have made popcorn balls that way.
Where you put it in a pan with a little bit of oil on a burner
Yep.
and wiggle it. I think I have done that once. Or I have seen it done once. I don't think I was the one to do it. I don't know. The memory is very vague, so it must have been really early childhood.
Super easy to burn.
Yeah.
Especially because you can't see the bottoms as well, so you don't quite know how bad it is.
Isn't that why you keep wiggling it real fast?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you get everything off the bottom. It sticks.
This sounds like porn again. Solid. I thought it was magical. Did you just put these little seeds in a little oil and add heat, and it magically makes this overflowing amount of popcorn? Goodness. I think it's funny that that your shout out to Tug, thanking him for shouting us out on his channel, has 45 likes, and his winky smiley face love you guys has 43 likes. Like, it's just right there. So close to ratioing us. You know, I think this is the first time I haven't seen Dep or Turd on my top 4 trending on the side. It's probably because it's a weekend.
There's a slight break from it.
Gordon, I prefer the Mr. Mom put the spaghetti in either dry or an almost dry pot, and it instantly turns into this huge ball of just hard noodle. It's crazy.
Well, that's not what it was intended, but okay. Flame retardant. I
What?
want you to burn! Stupid safety feature. Oh, I loved Mr. Ron growing up. My dad was the one who stayed home and like took care of me for the first couple of years and played Mr. Mom. And I remember one time, because he was like, I can make pancakes. He was wrong. He got me pancakes. They looked really nice. Dove my fork into them. Batter ran out all over the plate and was like, I don't think I'm gonna eat this. And he was like, well, why did it do that? And I'm like, you ain't cook them long enough. He was like, but they were like burnt on the outside. I went, yeah, your pan was too hot. And he was like, well, if you know so much, why don't you make your own? I'm like, well, because I think that you used the last of the fucking pancake mix. Bless him though. He did a lot of cool stuff. Like, he taught me how to fly a kite without any wind. It's great.
What was the second thing?
Without any wind.
Oh, nice.
It's basically my dad just running, holding the kite.
Hey, babe, we should watch Mr. Mom.
No, I'm good.
No, it's hilarious.
No.
It's so good.
I am good.
God, I can't find the part where he sticks that stuff in the pot and it instantly like explodes. I think basically he deep fried the noodles.
All right. So, if I was doing this for a con, there would be a lot more, and I'd take it outside and I'd burn some holes and stuff in it. But since this is just going to be for a stream, you're not going to see all of that. I'm not going to keep wasting time on it. Because I have other things that you could see if I got them done.
Waffles are for dads. So in the last week, I have probably had 30 blueberry waffles. Shut up, Shae. You're thinking it. This is called future base.
Be right back.
As opposed to present day base. Okay. This doesn't sound like any base. Sounds like elevator music. Yeah, so this stream was going to be her making shit and me playing a game. That didn't happen. I couldn't decide what game to play. So, she has played Star Wars: The Old Republic before, and I played it for years. In fact, I was in the beta, and pre-ordered it. Was their launch day. Blah blah blah. So, I have a lot of characters, but I didn't want to play it again until she was ready to play it with me. So that one was out. Then there's Star Trek Online, which, I mean, frankly is kind of boring. Because the majority of it at this point is upkeep, unless I want to get into just a pickup group for a battle, which, yeah. Alright, Frog G, have fun. Thanks for coming out. I'll get the base in the future. Well, thank you, Gordon. That's at least something to look. At least we've got that going for us. And I said, hey, llama, how about a little something, for the effort, And he said, oh, it won't be any money. But on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness. So now I've got that going for me. Let's see. So that's no to either of those. The only other game that I really have enough hours in that's interesting enough to play just at the drop of a hat that I have on Steam is probably Payday 2, which is a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. But again, it's a cooperative shooter, so I could just find a map and play it with a pickup, but given the fact that I haven't played that game in a couple of years, really, probably not a good idea to just jump into it. Then again, I do have 2,500 hours played in the game. I don't think it would be really hard to get back in the groove, especially on a much better computer now than I had before. So maybe. I don't know. We'll see how much longer Shae has to go in terms of doing this. So for the 8 of you who are watching, does that sound awesome, or do you not give a shit? I won't be offended either way. And if you guys do not know what Payday 2 is, it's, like I said, a cooperative shooter where you go around and rob stuff. Fair enough, Eric. And so, yeah, your character is one of several different heisters that you can play. More came out with each DLC, some pretty interesting ones. And you pick your weapons, like machine guns, pistols, LMGs, rocket launchers. You can take equipment like circular saws to be able to cut through, like certain security doors or safe deposit boxes. You can take explosives to get through them.
What in the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think I'll have time either, Gordon. I was talking about Payday 2, just explaining what it is. Because I was basically explaining that this was originally going to be a you making shit and me playing games stream. Then I explained the 2 games that I didn't really want to play. Star Wars, because I didn't want to play it without you. And Star Trek, because it's not easy to just jump right into something and have it be interesting for the audience. So then I moved over to Payday 2 and was explaining what it was.
By the way, how you were complaining about having a warm energy drink?
Say warm again.
Warm?
There you go.
This
Warm.
one is actually hot.
Well, that's retarded.
It was in the back of my car.
Why didn't you get ice? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, for anyone who can read this is a maternity sweater, but the reason I got it is because it was $4. So I was like, whatever.
What is this? Oh, wrong bitch. Or are you
Not
pointing to something
this,
else?
This.
Oh. $4 is a lot. Oh,
The
nice.
alternative was 10.
The alternative was $10?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Cheap bitch.
Wait, are you calling me a cheap bitch or yourself? You're the one that bought it.
Calling you a cheap bitch because you're over here saying that $4 was too much.
No,
Uh,
I did not say that at all.
yeah, you did. I said $4 and you said that's a lot.
That was being sarcastic.
Oh my gosh. I already hate this thing because this is why I don't ever buy shit. Can you see this?
Yes.
That's why I don't buy shit.
This song sucks. There.
Gordon, are you talking about the shirt I'm wearing
Yeah.
underneath this? The You
Yep.
Got the Wrong Bitch shirt? No, because those are lyrics from a Todrick Hall song.
I want a shirt that says "You got the wrong motherfucker, motherfucker."
We could always make it and put it up.
That's what it's from. Shae, you remember that movie Harlem Nights? Looks like you're making a fat woman outfit. I'm saying it looks like the bottom of the bat symbol. I thought it was cool. God.
Oh, you said Batwoman?
Yeah.
Sound like you said fat woman. I was gonna dick punch you.
Right. The words "you look fat" will never come out of my mouth.
That's
Ever.
not what it sounded like you said. It sounded like you said you are making a fat woman costume.
There you go, Shae.
Yeah.
I love how my fucking motherboard updater wanted to pop up and ask me to check for an update in the middle of everything I'm doing, and then it's like, nah, there are no updates. It's like, then why the...
Why do you talk to me?
What even is your purpose? Where the hell is my Steam?
Cupping my own tit now to try and...
Nice.
Alright, we're gonna call that good enough because I don't even know if the shit's gonna paint on it. Oh my gosh. Gordon Goodbrother, what do you mean? Do they want them? I've had people attempt to dictate who I will cosplay from their campaigns before. That's not how that works unless you're gonna pay. Because if I'm paying, I will cosplay whatever I want. And
Whatever I do, I want.
Well, and I've had like we've sold them before. So it just depends on what you mean by do they want them. If you mean do they want to have, so I haven't had any of them want to keep anything, at least not that they have told me. I have had them put it up on campaigns before though. Like we sold the God's Hand hat. We ended up selling that. Most of the time when it goes up as a cosplay tier, Wise Guys buys it though, so. But yeah, I'm trying to get to a point where people might actually want to hire me to do like a cosplay cover or a print or something, but because those aren't cheap, because if that's how it goes, you gotta kind of pay for the cosplay, the time, the photo. Like it's not a cheap endeavor. Most indie creators don't care about a cosplay cover, so but yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff, if I don't end up sending it to somebody or selling it, gets trashed because I just don't have room for all of it. Some of it, like the masks and stuff, if they're good enough quality, I try to keep them because it's a lot of work. And they're kind of cool and creepy in the background. Like the Life on Korra one creeps Sai out all the time, and I love it.
It really does.
It's so cute though. He's only a little very crooked.
A little very.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I run out of time for a lot of these, so it's not like when I do real cosplays that are made to sustain multiple wears and stuff. Like some parts can, others can't. I did the diver helmet when we had Clint on, and that thing collapsed in on itself because I didn't build in enough layers of
like reinforcement,
paper mache. Yeah, it was enough to get the shape, and it held on for the stream. But yeah, like,
bless you.
I just threw away the black owl mask because it's not. Excuse me. It's not really
Bless you.
anything that anybody would want. So. Does that show up? And it shows up pretty okay, but it's fading so quickly. Little bleed through. I can't decide if this is worth it or not. Yeah, you know, I'll just put this out there. If anybody sees me cosplay something and they think that they want to own a piece of it, hit me up in DMs, because honestly, a lot of this stuff I don't have the space to keep, so. I will say this though, if it's a mask like that Reaper Destroyer mask, I will be wiping it down before I send anything off.
Yeah. I mean,
That
yeah.
inside. That's gonna be so nasty. You know, if I had more funds, I would go through and design like these shirts and stuff like that in our store, and then just order them, because then I'd know they fit. You having fun playing?
Little. I set the difficulty way too low, though.
Yeah.
Really, mouse 2.
Our viewership went down to 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, I finished the mask, so I'm assuming everybody's like, that's fine.
Just to let you know. Like,
Just to let you know what, because you broke up.
I said it was at 5 when I started.
I'm not saying it's because you're playing that we went
That's
to
what you're
5. That's not at all what I was saying. I was just wondering why. I was like, man, Gordon is dominating this chat, and I look up and I was like, oh, Gordon is this chat. Well, you know what? Thank you, Gordon. He says if Joe Sontag doesn't love the results, he's got issues. I think that Joe will. He's been pretty stoked about it. So is Miss Rena. She's been like, oh, I can't wait to see what you do. So like, pressure's on to make sure that I do good by her character. I'm trying to decide.
I think it'll be good.
Okay. I know that it's like Gordon in the chat, but I'm trying to decide between the two Miss Rena cosplays which one I'm gonna do, and I think I have one that I'm leaning more towards, but I'm curious which ones y'all want to see. So do you want to see her kind of gothy rocker with the black hair and the high collar?
I think that would be cool. You haven't done like a goth look in a while.
Right, but I mean they're both gothy. It's just one of them is is
Well, one's more
white.
punk.
I think that you're confusing what I'm talking about. I was talking about the one with the black hair. That's the only one I've described so far, which is probably more punk than the one where she's white with purple hair. And the pointed ears. And the boobies.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Was you got the one with black hair, who is
Which is
more
the
goth.
only one I had described. Oh, and then you're saying the one with the blonde or the purple hair is more punk. She's in a
Can you
bra.
hear me?
I can now. I can.
Okay, so what I'm saying is the one with the purple hair is more kind of punk rock, versus the one with the black hair is more goth.
Well, it's gonna come down to, I think, if I. Oh, Gordon didn't know who I'm talking about. Hold on, Gordon. Let me pull it up for you. Oh, you know what's cool? When you share an alternate camera? Hold on, Cyphros. When you share an alternate camera, you can still share screen, which is awesome. So
When you share an alternate camera, you can still what?
share screen. Which is awesome. So those are the two characters. Like, it's the same character, there's just two different versions of her. I'm trying to decide.
Yeah,
Which
it's like
of the
her
two?
Super Saiyan form or whatever.
So it's basically going to come down to, if I'm being wholly honest, it's going to come down to if I can find my hoodie or not. If I can find my hoodie, then I'll probably do the one on the left. Because I have a hoodie that's oversized, has a big oversized hood and kind of fits that aesthetic. And I got a shirt that, I mean, granted it's black and red, but it's there. Is it too much to do a two-face? It wouldn't be the two-face part wouldn't be the problem. It would be the rest of the outfit. But, and the wig. If I had more time, I could have split it. But initially, Sai was going to do one half and I was going to do the other. And that is not the possibility anymore. So.
Yeah, I suck.
You don't suck.
Honestly, I'm surprised I'm not a drooling idiot at this point.
Me too. Painting fabric sucks. Front and back. If you're talking about the cosplay, no. If you're talking about this, I'm only gonna do part of the front, and I still don't even know if I'm gonna end up wearing it because I don't know if it's gonna work. Like, I'm slowly losing the will to do this.
You're slowly what?
Losing the will to do this sweater. Oh, thank you for coming back, Silver.
We missed you.
Alright, so I only have about an hour and 20 minutes, and I don't know if this is going to dry in that time. So, as much as I would love to do this, this isn't quite turning out how I was hoping. And looking at this area right here and what I'm kind of going off of, which is Shelby's cover of it, this is so much detail all throughout here. And this doesn't even go, like, this sweater doesn't even quite go long enough, I don't think. So I just don't think that it's, I don't think it's gonna work. I think it's diminishing returns at this point.
Sorry, it's not working out.
It's okay. It happens. This happens almost every single cosplay because there's always more that I could do to make it better than it was, or better than what it is at the outset. But in all honesty, I mean, we've got this off to the side. We've got this bad boy. And really, I think that just a black shirt underneath will sell it just fine. So, you know, I think that that's just what we'll go with. And with that, we'll probably wrap this so I can go, let me take this one down. So I can go and get ready and maybe get some food. And Sai, you gotta cook. And it's already 2:19. So, yeah, I think that we're gonna wrap. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the interesting questions and great conversation. You guys are awesome. I definitely am gonna do another one of these when I do the King Cryptid build, because that's gonna be really interesting. Taking a Groot mask and making it into King Cryptid. I've got fur delivered, so we're gonna try and make this legit, and we'll see how badly I fuck it up. Plus he's got like giant shoulder things I'm gonna have to make, and I still don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. So but yeah, thanks for hanging out, and come back at 4 p.m. Eastern, so just a little over an hour and a half from now, and hang out with us while we talk to Joe Sontag about Reaper Destroyer and you know, all the goodness. You get to see the cosplay in action, hear my muffled ass voice.
Yes.
But thank you guys for hanging out, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.